Hello everybody and welcome to my channel. Even though the channel just started, I want to give the live streaming another go and tutorialize it a little bit. And today we will paint some Ultramarine Terminators. I want to batch paint them, so I've got a lot of them here. This should be about, we'll take them here on the rim of the seeable content. And I have about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So this should be the perfect amount to batch paint. Oh, and this one is probably, yeah, this is almost done here. What I want to focus on today is probably the metallics, but I have to paint here some bronze, and maybe we do just that. Not using wet palette at the moment. I'm using my desk or a cup here. So to get some more audience here going on, I have to check if I can share the stream. Let's share the stream a little bit and tell the people that this is going on. Let's share it on Instagram. All right, let's go. Don't waste any time. Oh, need to keep my head out of focus. I hope that works. They got still some copper or bronze left on their tail ends here. Which I will paint now. Every one of them. As you can see, it's not much. Maybe not on the back side, but on the front. And I need a plan to make them glow. But I'm not thinking about that right now. And the next one. which looks pretty cool. This one. And the next one. Maybe we go over the gray Insignias here tonight. And when painting in batch, even the small steps take some time when you're painting 10 simultaneously. Now let's have a look if my YouTube So if you're watching the stream, please say hello. Yes, but it is on. Okay. Perfect. Right, that's gone. I just wanted to check the chat. Let's see how we continue this. Graphite. I need a dark gray, and I think I have some ash gray here. Maybe I start with neutral gray and wash it afterwards. Okay, the tail ends were finished. Yep. Okay, so let's get to the gray Insignias. Going with these two gray and maybe an ash gray when I can find it. My colors are, yes, they are. Okay. This, and finish it with this one. course I'm talking about these things here. And what I do is a base coat of a dark gray. This one has some more here on his arms. There's another one. Get around the edges here, which is difficult because both surfaces are round. Oh, I forgot to base coat this one. Yes, and let's see this one to the end. So what I'm doing now is getting the sponge. Like this. And some neutral gray. First layer. Second one. He had some on the arms, right? On the arm and here. Now we go to the second color of, what was it? Pale gray. And do the same. Oh, my energy is low. Why is this? Cable not in the right place. Sorry for the hiccup here. But my I need another loading cable. It seems. Yes, this needs to be plugged here. Sorry, I need to get my shit together. Does that work? No. 1 second. Alright, that looks better. Not loading. A little bit of Yes. Alright, now with the second color, do the same. The last one we can probably dry brush with a small dry brush if I have one here. With the silver gray. It's clogged. Let's dry brush this now. Just from top to bottom to give it some NMM shine. Yeah. And done. What I really wanted to do is give him this red shine here on the back. Maybe I do that. Match it. That's better. Okay, what else? Now let's do it with all the others. The brushes here. Okay, that works. It's just nobody watching. Alright, maybe I can announce this on TikTok too, so someone will watch. Hey guys, so I'm live right now on TikTok. You see me here and here. So join me for the TikTok, for the YouTube stream. Get over to YouTube, I'm streaming there. Maybe that works. All right. So I'll work myself around the model. He just has 2 insignias, so he will get over here. The next one. They all have these almost non-metallic metal gray color on the box art. Just doing kind of an overbrush here. And done. Done. So when you're overbrushing, you don't want to load the brush too strongly. Just not too wet. And this works great. I need a little bit more paint. Get a little bit of water and some more paint. But this is open, right? And 3 more. This one was done. And this one too. Okay. Next color. A towel. Always have a dirty rag here to keep the brushes clean. for second color my trusted sponge. When I'm not using it, I'm just dropping it in a water container. Get the water out of it with a dirty rag, just press it down a little bit and we're good to go. So we need that neutral gray again. And sponge away. Even for details like this, very usable. Done. Oh, this one needs the ash gray. So let's get him on the side. I always forget one when batch painting. And the last one with this step. Okay. Now we get one. Oh, I forgot this one here. So let's get this one painted first before going to the next step. Okay, done. And let's go with the lighter color, the silver now. If you are watching or if you're in the live chat, please say hello. Maybe you are watching, maybe not. I seriously don't know. Yes, but some should watch, I don't know. So on we go. Maybe you can't write right now, or you're laying in bed and just watching me paint here. Oh, wrong color. Pale gray I need. Where's my egg here? I always like to test the color on my hand with the egg. Now let's work through them. And this is something where the egg is pretty precise, more than a dry brush, I think. Maybe not more than a brush, but it's, for me, softer and smoother than a brush, personally. Don't even need to get a second helping of more color. That was all I needed. Almost through. If you're watching but can't comment, please open this stream in your YouTube app so you can be part of the conversation here. That would be really cool. Alright, I think we can dry brush the Insignias now. Sponge comes in the container now. Get my dry brush back up. The dirty towel I had. Clean the dry brush a little bit because it's too moist. Hey Messias, yes, the blue was also done with a sponge on all of them. The main colors, the first and second blue were done with an airbrush, and the highlights were done with a sponge. I should have my last live streams are the sponge painting of this. So you would be able to see how I exactly did that. I think they actually could use a second white highlight around with an off-white. Maybe I'll do that later. Maybe I'll use a brush here. I'm always experimenting. Sorry for the brush suck. Try to dehabit that. That works. Yeah, maybe that works better. Okay, maybe let me check too. Maybe it's in there somewhere. Or I need to get back to it definitely. I thought it was. So what I'm doing now here is a very rough overbrushing, almost dry brushing with my synthetic brush. Give it a more non-metallic look. Probably not good from a brush health, but this is a synthetic, so but let me check my feed real quick for the video, because I thought I had the armor filmed, or I was going to. That could also be the case here. So let's check it real quick. My live videos. Color blocking. Decals embedded damage. Buildings and oh no, I've actually. Oh, you might have a look at my Ultramarine intercessors. It's the first two live streams. I think I did it there, if you're still with me. But it was for normal intercessors, it's the same method. Alright, let's see what we've got here. Now I could do the, as I say, the soft pale parts. Glad to help, my bad. Yes, the soft parts I always do with pale gray. And I will show it on one before going to the bulk. Here's some nice soft parts. Some more water. So with soft parts I mean here between the armor, and I painted pale gray just inside the black area. I've color blocked. And here. And some here. Nice. Behind armor. Some here. Of course. Here. See here some soft parts. And on this fist. Now I let this dry. Oh, and the cables here. I think they are black too. Maybe not the thing in the middle. That could be. That could be metallic, but the cables looked black on the cover, the box art. Cables, more cables. Yeah, and what I do after this is no secret. Just go over it with a contrast paint. Which looks, in my opinion, always better than doing this with highlighting. Right, check this out. Just some contrast paint. And done. This Black Legion is my... Oh hey, Illusion FX Prince. Glad you joined the stream. Haven't had the time to prime your prints, but they are waiting. I just need to get these Terminators done. I'm glad you joined the stream. Okay, that was that for the soft parts. You can see this here again. I base coated the parts between the legs, the hips and the arms in pale gray. And now I just, with a very thin brush, I get some contrast paint over it. And that's most of the time enough. Here two on the back, and this one is almost done too. So now I get to paint them in bulk again. But I go with the pale gray. Here's some. Definitely on the back side. These Terminators are so chunky. They don't You can't see much of their softer parts in the hands. There's always a little bit. I don't know if I can see something here. Yeah. Please tell me if I'm obfuscating here anything. But we have here some bigger. Oh, big red blotch on this Terminator. Oh, just need some battle damage. And even though this one will not be seeable, I paint it as you often do probably. Or do you paint the parts that you don't necessarily see? Thing is, when painting with a small and sharp tipped brush, you need to load the paint more often. And I did say I need to basically these cables too, right? Just a little bit. Get some more water in the paint, make it a bit thinner so it flows better through the cables, because the coverage is really good. Just need one coat. Alright, done and done. This one not. Yeah, they are called orange brushes. Yeah. They are UK based. Real hair brushes. Kolinsky, I think. I really like them. I've been using them for some time now. These are normally my go-to brushes. I always paint with real hair brushes. Try to switch to synthetics, but I haven't found a super good one yet. I know there are some in the works, but nothing that really motivated me to paint with just synthetic brushes. Yes, and these are called orange brushes. What did I do here? Just base coated half of it. Yeah, so this is a thing when painting in bulk. Sometimes you just miss little things that take some extra time to repaint them. And I don't even know if the bulk painting is doing its job then. If I just need to paint them one at a time. But maybe this will work. Here. Not really. On the hands again. So I'm almost at the point where I can glue the arms on. Did I do this one? Yes. These are all done. This one. More paint. Getting the paint bucket here so you can see what I'm actually doing. I find the parts behind the back plate really hard to paint here actually. Trying to avoid them. Oh, this would actually be a really cool pose for him. Again, get some more water in the brush. That's it, and we have how many left? Oh, this one I painted, this one too, just this one we forgot about the contrast and the next step because this step is pretty boring. But important. Got the weapons not shaded yet. This is something I could do later.